You heard me right. Palestinian graffiti. That's what drew me here. That graffiti is part of a much bigger picture and a much bigger project we're working on than a mere trip to Bethlehem. That graffiti will be part of a video we're making entitled Cyrus the Great and the Prophecy of Daniel 9:25. That video, it's a special appeal to Jews and Iranians first. An appeal that we hope will leapfrog from Judaism to Shia, from Shia to Sunni, and eventually captivate all Islam and the world. So that's why we're here. Let me repeat, we're looking for footage for a video that's still in the making. A video that's already taken me to Iran, but that's been slowed down now by the travel restrictions put in place as a result of COVID-19. I'm actually pretty certain that our production will open up again once travel restrictions have been eased and we can go to places like Saudi Arabia, Egypt, and Iraq, thus filling out our shot list. But in the interim, we'll make these behind-the-scene clips. How can I be so sure that domestic and international travel will open up again? For one, there's a lot of prophecy yet to be fulfilled. You think COVID-19 is bad? Before Christ returns in the clouds, there's prophecy to be fulfilled. Everything from the repudiation of America's Constitution to the spirits of devils working miracles. All of this is yet to come. I know the final movements will be rapid ones, but these prophetic fulfillments are going to take time. Maybe not a lot of time, but time nonetheless. It's something that's been written upon my heart by the Spirit of God, I believe. No, COVID-19 is not the end of the world. It may be the beginning of the end, but it's not the end. And God's people, wherever we are, should use the little time ahead of us to go forward in ministry. Give somebody a steps to Christ, a desire of ages, a great controversy. Give an answer for the faith that is in you. As for our ministry, we're using this time to film while we can and where we can. We're using it to edit while we can edit and to do everything to make our video Cyrus the Great and the Prophecy of Daniel 9:25 a reality. But there's something else giving me a sense of purpose and certainty today. Call me insane or deluded or egotistical if you wish. But it's actually with much introspection and a consequent sense of utter unworthiness that I tell you today that one of the reasons I don't believe this COVID-19 marks the end of the world is this. I believe I've been called to produce this appeal to Judaism and Islam, and that not even Satan will be permitted to slam the doors shut in our faces. Called, I said. Me, David Mould, called by the living God. The way those doors opened up for us to travel to Iran was just too awesome for me to believe anything else. Too awesome for me to believe it was all coincidence or that God is going to leave this project unfinished. No, beloved, I believe God wants it done. I believe He's the one who stopped President Trump's airstrike upon Iran while I was on the ground in that country. I landed in Tehran on June 18th, 2019, and President Trump called off that airstrike on the 20th. You don't understand what that did to me. The impression it left on my mind. That wasn't happenstance. I believe that was God Himself letting us know this entire undertaking, from the funding to the filming to the travel, was from Him. I believe this video, our larger production, that's Cyrus the Great and the Prophecy of Daniel 9:25, I believe it will be part of the loud cry. And that's one of the key reasons COVID-19 doesn't frighten me. Listen to the words of Jesus as recorded in the book of Revelation. Behold, I have set before you an what? Open door, and no man can shut it. We're claiming that promise. That's Revelation 3:8. When God opens doors, beloved, not even Satan can shut them. So that's what the devil is up against, friend. The word of the living God, that's what gives me assurance. That's why I can talk to you like a lunatic. Paul said, I speak to you like a crazy man. I'm talking to you today like a lunatic. I said, I believe the hand of God is upon me to finish this project. I'm not saying that I or any member of our team won't get harassed or even mortally wounded in this battle. But like the wolf in the nursery rhyme about the three little pigs, Satan can huff and he can puff, but he will never blow this house down. This work and this project will go steadily forward until Christ comes. I'm tempted to say, mark my words, but perhaps the more appropriate way to put it is to say, therein lies my faith. All right, let's recap. So what do we have pulling me to Bethlehem? First, graffiti. Then a sense of destiny. But there's still another reason why I'm making a part 6 to this series today. I want you to encounter what we encountered even before we got to this church complex. I want you to hear the fear in our driver's voice as we tried to take pictures of a certain sign at a certain place. I don't even know what this place is, but I'd seen the sign before while coming up this hill, and it intrigued me. I'm going to shut up and let you take it in, just as we did. I'm listening to you, I'm saying I should be recording this.
My friend, here, not easy. This is difficult. The soldier, the Palestinian, this is not easy all the time. The soldier, he said maybe you want to put something in the wall. What you can't do? He shot you.
Yes. So we have to be very careful here.
Yeah.
So the side that we was walking on, what side is referred to?
Bethlehem.
But outside?
Outside, tomb of Rahel. The tomb of Rahel. Rahel, this is from the Jewish people.
So he was referring to one side as the Palestinian.
One side Israeli.
And the side that we was on was Palestinian.
We were, yes.
Yeah. You're not here. You see now. You see the sign, the big sign, the red sign. Another time here, just 1 minute, 2 minutes. You see the sign. Here, just Palestinian Arab people and tourist people. You are now you are in Beit Jala. Beit Jala. You have Bethlehem, Beit Sahur down, where the entrance for I come to Bethlehem. You see Beit Sahur, Bethlehem, and here Beit Jala.
Yes. So we're going to see your sign again, Annette.
Yeah.
Is that a prison?
This no. This
Part of the wall?
This is no. This is soldier here. You see here, but here you can't stop. You have soldier. You see here the sign. You see here.
I can jump out? Take a quick second.
Maybe wait a minute. No. Here soldier. You can't take picture. I am sorry. Take him in the car. Just fast. If he see you take picture, this is not easy. Okay?
Okay. Okay. Good enough for me. Thank you.
Just to close your door.
Did you hear what he said? Our driver was fearful of being shot by Israeli soldiers if we stopped at this place just to take pictures. What I want you to grasp fully is that procuring footage for our videos is not always a piece of cake. When we went to Scotland, for example, to the grave of Lord Balfour, that was easy. There was nobody there confronting us with guns. When we went to the British Museum in search of the Cyrus cylinder, that was likewise easy. When we went to the Western Wall in Jerusalem, the Qumran caves at the Dead Sea, and even the River Jordan where Jesus was baptized. Yes, I did see one soldier over at the Jordan side, but there was nobody confronting us with guns. It was, people come from all over to be baptized there today. Those shots were all pretty easy, but not so Bethlehem. There's tension in Israel between Palestinians and Jews, and that's been running probably since Moses led the children of Israel out of Egypt. In particular, however, that tension was ratcheted up probably 100-fold after Israel was declared a state in 1948 and Palestine fell under the control of the Jews. In a system of government that's just a bit too complex for me to understand, let alone describe, Bethlehem, that's part of Israel, mind you, is run by the Palestinian Authority. Can you imagine a place in Israel with signs telling you that if you are a Jew, you are forbidden to enter this place? Or if you do, you're taking your life into your hands? Well, you're there in Bethlehem, where Jesus, the Prince of Peace, was born. Let's take a look at that sign again, at a different entry point into the town. Let's read it up close. This road leads to Area A, under the Palestinian Authority. The entrance for Israeli citizens is forbidden, dangerous to your lives, and is against the Israeli law. Why focus on this sign? Why focus on our drivers' fears? Because, as I said, there's something here that I want you to seriously consider. I want you to understand that the footage we bring you while you're sitting at your desktop or in your living room or at your laptop or your tablet or your phone, this footage often comes with a price that's typically not readily discernible. Let me tell you what I mean.